Hey everybody, how are you guys doing? I was having a very strong pull from Spirit to do a reading for the collective, as we have a lot going on right now astrologically. We've got the annular solar eclipse coming up on June 10th, in new moon in Gemini. And we've got Mercury in retrograde already, of course. And also we have Saturn in retrograde and Pluto in retrograde. So, as a collective, we all will feel effects from all of this. And new moons are all about new beginnings, fresh starts. But having that in the annual solar eclipse is, that is all... That's going to magnify everything, and it's also about unexpected news coming in. So that can be really hard, because it can just come in, real fast, real unexpected, and it's a new beginning. So it can really throw people off. And then as far as Mercury retrograde, as we all know, that's, Mercury rules Gemini. It's in Gemini right now, and that's all about our communication, technology, just finding our truths, gathering information, all that stuff. So that tends to get very clouded. And then with Saturn in retrograde, Saturn is our, it's our greatest teacher. The expression of karma, it's social order, career, restriction. So it going retrograde is going to, of course, magnify that, but also bring it to surface. It's going to hit you more. Karmic lessons, things like that, things we need to pay attention to. And it doesn't have to be bad. You just have to have an open mind, to process through it, and to allow it to come to the surface, to allow it to to deal with it. Don't keep it buried, because it's going to come up anyway. And when it's, this is like the time to shine with that, and accepting that truth. This, you really want to do that if you can. It's painful sometimes, but to get the root of something, out of you, out of your soul, out of your heart space to heal, it's really important. And then we have with Pluto, traditionally Pluto is all about sex, death, and taxes. Well, in retrograde, and it's also transformation, government, the mystery, the occult, secrets, things like that. It's ruled by Scorpio, and it's intense. It can bring destruction as well, and we all know that as a collective. So with it going retrograde, it's going to definitely magnify all of that as well, just like the other planets in retrograde right now. And it's going more than anything else to bring those lessons, karmic lessons, even though that's, technically Saturn's deal still. It's about throwing it in your face and being like, no, you're going to deal with this. It's shadow energy, big time, Pluto is. So let's see what we have here. Hopefully something positive that we can, what's going to come up for us all, and hopefully it's all good stuff. Oh, nice. Perfect. Inspiration. We can definitely use some of that. And then we've got, look at clarity. Perfect. Inspiration and clarity. I don't think we could ask for anything better right now. Yeah, so, especially, Saturn, Mercury, Pluto, anything that's going to be strong and hard-hitting for new beginnings with the solar eclipse, inspiration is a good place for us to start with anything, that's coming up, any truths, any lessons that, patterns we're not dealing with or learning. We don't want to keep learning those lessons. It's painful. And so this new moon and eclipse is going to be our inspiration to, to get through those muddy waters and cloudy feelings in our heads, and, the emotions we're going to be feeling and thinking, I don't even know where to begin. Just breathe, take a step back, and, just think about it. Let them come to the surface. It won't be the worst thing you've ever gone through, and it's certainly better to get those feelings up and out. It changes you so much. And same with the clarity. Yeah, things might be cloudy, but hopefully this energy, you're going to pay more attention to that, to not feeling clarity, not having clarity. You're going to say, I know why I'm feeling like this. It's when you don't know what the heck is going on in the sky, or the malarkey up there in the cosmos, you can't get clarity. So pause, take a moment, think about it, okay? Now I'm going to pull some of these. This is the the zodiac reading cards here, and see maybe what signs might be most affected in particular. I mean, we know Gemini already, because Mercury's in Gemini. Oh, you know what? I have to look. I didn't even look to see what signs Saturn and Pluto are in. I mean, regardless, we're all going to be affected as a collective, especially with Saturn and Pluto, because they're slow, transpersonal planets. They take much, much longer to make an orbit around the sun and, to change signs. So everyone will be affected, but we'll just see anyone in particular here. What signs affected the most? Oops. All right. Well, look at that. Sun and Sagittarius. And actually the south node right now is in Sagittarius. North node is in Gemini, south node is in Sagittarius. Our south node is the energies of actually our past lives. Again, karmic lessons. It brings us the energy to help move forward in the life, here on Earth, which is north node energy, which is in Gemini. So yeah, this is Saggies. You're going to feel this one big time. Let me see what this this one says, stride it out into new territory. Yeah, definitely. Especially because you guys love to travel. You love, let's talk about a new beginning, right? Super, super cool thing. Sagittarius love, sparking their interests with just anything new, and especially traveling, little, road trips, things like that. All right, and then we've got eclipse in Virgo. Interesting. We know that eclipse is coming. This one, choose duties and responsibilities carefully. Yeah, that's for sure, especially with everything coming up, like don't agree to do something you definitely know you won't do or want to do. And that's not just for Virgos, that's just the energy. Virgos are all about, daily life, daily duties, chores and work, and not career like Saturn, but that's Capricorn energy, but regular work, family, home. I call it the OCD sign, which is not an insult, by the way, because I have a little bit of the OCD myself. But just taking care, taking order, keeping order of everything. So just make sure you're not, agreeing to do things you feel like you won't have time for, or you just won't be able to get to. And oh wow, we've got eclipse in Libra. Rebalance, reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play. Whoa. Well, it is the right time for this. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. My phone is I thought I shut it off. I'm so sorry. There we go. Yeah, so, whoever, in the collective who's going through maybe some hard times in their relationship. Sorry, I'm not used to doing this on the computer. And I think the thing's bouncing there. This will be a time to really sit and think. Again, sit with your truth. Get some clarity on it. And it's going to be harder to get clarity because, again, we'll be feeling cloudy. We're going to be feeling just like our brain, like massive brain fog. So yeah, if you're, just having some issues in any kind, this isn't just romantic relationships. This is friendships. This could be family as well. You just take your time and really focus on, what you need, what you want to communicate to them. But remember, Mercury's in retrograde, so it's like keep a journal or write things down so that when you do have, the feeling to talk with someone or to, talk about it, you'll have like more of an idea how you want to say it, what you're going to say, because it is important. Communication is everything, and communicating properly in any kind of relationship is so important. It's one of the most important things, I feel anyway. Oops, sorry about that. All right, I'm going to get some tarot and do a little clarification here. And I'm going to use the Celestial Tarot just to keep in the theme of the cosmos. Like that. Sorry, we have really, really bad allergies down here, and it's definitely affecting me. It's nuts. Oops. Okay, let me do that here. All right. Need to get some clarity here for the collective. Angel guides, spirit guides. Get some clarity, please. All right. We've got the Five of Cups, and at the top there, that's Ophiuchus. We've got the Two of Swords. We've got Temperance, another Sagittarius energy. And we've got Two of Pentacles. Lots of choices here and decisions to be made. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, I'm going to read those first. All right, so Five of Cups. This is, it's disappointment. It can be dissolution of a relationship. And again, it can be romantic. It can be friendship. It can be family. But, it still has a little bit of hope. In the traditional tarot, there's 3 cups that have spilt over, they're empty, and then there's 2 still there, full, kind of behind, the guy, the energy, the person, just looking down and sad at the ground, like, I thought things could work out, or I thought maybe, and I still have some hope. But so that's kind of the energy of this, and it doesn't mean there is no hope, but it's more like, be realistic about whatever that situation is that you're, having some disappointment or some sadness about. And then we've got the Two of Swords, and that energy is, in the traditional tarot, she's got a blindfold on and 2 swords, in an X in front of her, like, it's also feeling restricted in the mind. of trying to figure out what to do, or, you know, if a decision does need to be made, it's like, it's cloudy, it's difficult. It's just not an easy one. And it's like you go around and around in your mind, figuring out what to do, and, you know, what your decision is going to be on whatever it is, you know, that you're having a hard time with, or, you know, whatever disappointment or sad situation that's going on. And then we have Temperance. Okay, so Temperance, again, Sagittarius is the zodiac sign associated with that in the tarot. And Temperance, you know, asks us to have patience, to have, you know, have a little balance too. And, you know, in traditional tarot, she, he, whatever the energy is, I don't really do gender, but out of habit, sometimes I say she or he, but it's they. They have one foot, you know, on the grounded on the land, and then dipping the toes in the water. And it's like, you want to go forward and you want to, you know, do something, but also it's like, it's not quite time to do that. It's, you need some patience, and you need a minute. You need to make sure whatever's going on, that, you know, when you move forward, it's for your, you know, your highest best, highest self. Okay. And then then we have the Two of Pentacles. So whatever some of you, or us really, whoever, whatever you might be going through, the Two of Pentacles, you know, it could be anything. It's the same thing, that it's like the juggler, the picture of the guy juggling the two pentacles or coins in tarot, because he's trying to find the balance. And same thing, he's trying to think, you know, which way should I go? Which job should I take? What, you know, which car should I buy? I mean, it sounds stupid, but, you know, whatever it is that is weighing on your mind, you're juggling, you know, how to move forward, what to do. So again, it's another like decision type of energy. And then we've got Ace of Pentacles, and that is, you know, that is a new beginning. Oftentimes, you know, if this was a love reading, it would be a new relationship. This is just a general reading for the collective, so it could really be anything for anyone. It could be a relationship, of course. It could be a new job. It could be, you know, a new start, a new home, whatever it may be. But it's the energy of it is grounded. It's safe. You know, it's sincere. Things like that. It's earth. This is earth energy. You know, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So it might be, you know, you guys. It might feel stronger, or the situation might be harder, or, you know, whatever during this new moon and eclipse. But that could be for anyone. So what I'm feeling here is that whatever that new situation is that's coming up, everyone that it, you know, this resonates with, if at all, is going to feel very off balance about it, and emotionally as well, because we have, you know, the cups. Excuse me. You know, and they're feeling disappointed because, you know, it could also be like you thought you had a new beginning, you know, with whatever your situation is, a new home, a new relationship, a new move somewhere, a new job, and you feel like, well, it's stalling, you know, it's not happening. I don't know if it's going to happen, and worrying about it. You know, with the Two of Swords, you know, feeling like restricted because you can't get your clarity, you know, that we've got here. Oops, I'm sorry. I tried to get the lighting better, guys, but it is like not happening, and I'm so sorry. I hope you can hear it. I mean, see it clearly. But, you know, you're wanting clarity of your mind, and you feel like, you know, you may not get it, or it's harder, and that's true. It will be harder, but again, go inside, quiet your mind, get a journal, whatever it is, and let let your truth come to surface. Let your, your intuition guide you on whatever it is with the decision. Trying to find balance in your mind, in your soul, for whatever situation you may find yourself in. Because we've got a lot of that energy of trying to find balance, trying to make decisions. I mean, this is clear for your message. And whatever it is, that's the new beginning. I mean, this goes right with new moon and eclipse energy. So, all right, I'm going to pull us a little advice card, because I definitely feel like we all could use that right about now. This is going to be a strong one, guys, but don't worry. We will figure it out. All right, I'm going to use this. This deck I just think is beautiful. It's the Magical Dimensions Oracle deck. And it's beautiful. So let's get a nice, positive message here for the collective. And anybody who is going through a hard time, or will be going through a hard time, trying to make decisions, trying to find their clarity during this new moon and eclipse and all the crazy retrograde planets. Let's see what we got here. Okay, oops, running out of room over here. We've got sanctuary, healing and comfort, faith, and restoration. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a little bit dark. The number 35 is at the bottom corner. Maybe if I tilt it. Oh, there we go. Hope you guys can see that. So yeah, so your sanctuary, can be a couple things. Your physical home, where you feel safe. Retreat, and at home if you're feeling just so off balance, sad, the company of good friends, close friends that you trust, that you can talk to and open up to, because everybody's going to be feeling it. You're not going to be alone. And have faith and restore your body, however that may be for you. We do have the eclipse in the Virgo, duties and responsibilities, and also Virgo and house 6 represents daily, daily life, daily things. Also, that's health and body. So, this is, oh my God, sorry, that car was so loud. This is faith and restoration. So whatever it is that helps you, feel better in your soul, feel comfortable at home, whatever it is, make sure you find that. Go inside again, take some deep breaths, know that this will pass. I mean, this, thankfully the eclipse doesn't last super long. When you visually see it, it's so quick. It's like 15 minutes, but the effects can last a few days before, a few days after, but slowly, things will get back. And then we have root portal, vitality, stability, survival, and fearful. See that? And this also goes right along with, the balance, the Libra card we pulled there, and then we have the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles and Temperance. Excuse me. And that number here is 33. That's a master number. You guys see that okay? So, it's going to throw us off. It's definitely going to throw our root chakra off. So take some extra time if you have it to, go outside in the grass, go for a walk in the woods or the beach or in the sand, whatever helps you feel rooted. I love the woods, but for me personally, I don't like spiders, cobwebs, things like that. So if there's a nice walking path with the woods, I do that. But I don't go deep woods. But my soul needs the beach. I live near the beach for a reason. And, I would go to the beach, dig my feet in the sand, and just slow breaths in and out. It just, you can feel it, like your feet are like roots, just pulling into the ground and feeling like you can feel it from your legs up right into your soul. So do that, wherever it is, but be outside, be in the elements that you love, to just get grounded. You want that stability, because of all this craziness going on. And if you do have to make some decision, based on a new beginning that's starting, or whatever it may be, grounding's number one. It's chakra, it's our first chakra. And then sanctuary, feeling at home. I feel like those go together. Where do you feel the safest, the most open, the most, literally grounded? Go there and do that and breathe. And, hopefully everybody will get through this next week. But thank you guys so much for listening. This is my first YouTube video. Actually, I don't know why. I just never did any. And been reading cards for a while now. And please like and share if you enjoyed it and felt, that's something you resonated with, or at least gave you some information that maybe you weren't, sure about, or you were curious about. So take care, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.